Love is yucky.
Let me know. Love is yucky. Tell you what's not yucky. You, Sean Conway.
Yeah.
I like the top to bottom Grizzlies, man, as well.
You got to match it, otherwise you look like an idiot.
You put an effort, and God bless you.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Mr. Sean Conway. I like how you pulled away from the mic straight away. You're like, oh, he's introduced me. Let's get official.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What's going on with you?
Not much, man.
You had a good day?
Yeah, pretty good. Coming off night shift.
Night shift?
Yeah, dragged my ass here.
What do you do? I don't even know what you do. I feel like a
work on
terrible
the
friend.
Ports.
You work on the ports?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, you're like a romantic novel character. Working on
Yeah?
the ports, yeah.
I don't know how many romantic novels you've been reading, brother. But yeah.
I didn't say they were good ones. I just said that they were, you know, just
Like
the kind
Fabio, you reckon?
Yeah, Fabio.
Fabio that's fat with no hair. Yeah, I like it. Very 2023.
Yeah, it's good. It's the body positivity romantic novels that Nana used to read.
Dad bod Fabio.
Dad bod Fabio. And there's the episode title. Man, we go back. We go back a little ways. I mean, we've been crossing paths for a while. I remember actually one of my first times I ever attended a stand-up gig. You were hosting. It was at Billabong Brewing. No longer with us.
Oh, fuck
Rest in peace. I was sitting. It was a real small gig, intimate crowd. And I was sitting there with my beautiful, very muscular girlfriend, and you were emceeing, and you riffed about it. And then I actually got up on stage for like a little 5-minute open mic set, and you were like, "Oh my god, it's the cuck boyfriend of the muscly girl." But I remember you were like one of the first MCs I ever saw perform live in Perth, and it was great. It was fun.
Fuck
Inspired me. Here we are doing it. All because of you, Sean Conway.
You still with your missus?
Still with her. I mean, I thought about breaking up with her that night after how much you riffed about her. I can't leave her if I tried. Yeah, she's
still ripped?
Super ripped.
Fuck yeah.
Super ripped, man.
You still a cuck boyfriend or?
Totally.
Fuck
This
yeah.
is actually, I got her handbag right there. I'm carrying it right now.
Fuck yeah.
But I want to know, man, because I actually don't know a lot about your history and stuff. Like, you've been doing stand-up a little while now and been around the scene for a bit, but when was the first time that you saw stand-up comedy? Like, I don't mean live. I mean, like, just first time you ever remember seeing it.
Oh, fuck. All right. So... Oh, we're going to get all, like, emotional?
No, I don't have to get emotional,
We
but
can get
is it an emotional story?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So
Let's do it.
I got bullied a lot
Yeah.
in primary school.
Uh-huh.
And, like, to make me feel better, my mum got me Foxtel.
That's a good
I
mum.
know.
That's nice.
Yeah, terrible for the health, but you know what would make you feel better? Just sitting in front of the TV. And Foxtel used to have the comedy channel.
Yeah.
And they would have Just for Laughs. Like
like
on repeat.
Yeah, okay.
Like, and like the Comedy Central.
Like the showcase shows, right?
I said Comedy Central.
Yeah,
Yeah, Comedy Central half-hour specials and the Just for Laughs festivals. And I remember seeing Jim Brewer.
Oh, wow.
Who I don't know if from Half Baked, he kind of looks like you with the sad panda eyes. And
Yeah, he's
stuff.
like super crazy energetic too. I love his act, man.
Yeah, he's a master impersonator, but like also master storyteller. He's fucking still awesome.
Yeah.
But he had a bit about alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
About how do you explain it? Like the order of drinking when you're partying. Like you can drink beers all night. Like it doesn't matter where the beer's from. Like the Heinekens are from Finland. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know the Japanese and whatever. It's when you start adding the spirits and they all start fighting in your belly and shit like that. You gotta watch the bit.
The classic explain another comic's bit.
Yeah, I'm butchering the blurb of this joke. But
sure.
Yeah. And I was like, fucking hell. And like even then it was kind of like that's what they did.
Yeah.
You know. But the first live show I ever saw was Rove Live. And for the first time I got to perform with Rove last night, which was like a fucking, oh my God.
Yeah, wicked, man.
Yeah. And that was the first time I heard him curse.
Oh, isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy when Rove swears?
And I'm just
You're like, what? Rove swears?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you the bit, but it was something about how the bell tower looked like a dick. And I was just like, what the fuck? This
Rove,
is the best shit.
He's like
this
melting.
is the best shit ever.
Yeah.
And it was Peter Hallier was on. I'm like, fucking hell, this is
I mean, this was just last night.
No, this is the first show
first show you saw live. Okay, sure.
2001. And then I brought a Rove Live shirt.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember the show. They used to always give out a Rove Live shirt with the logo.
No.
And I wore that fucking everywhere.
That's so cool, man. And you got to gig with Rove last night?
Last night for the first time.
At the Frio Lounge?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, dude.
So I was pretty
Did you tell him that story? He'd love it.
Fuck no.
You didn't? Oh, come on. Are you serious? I'm telling him. I'm going to call him after this.
I don't care. I'm not telling him. But yeah, I thought, no, this is not the time to bring up my emotional connection.
Crying before he gets on stage. He's trying to be funny.
This is such an honor for me, Rove.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So you're watching Comedy Central, sad in your room in Foxtel, and then when's the first time you actually perform stand up though? Like when's the first time you get up and you give it a go?
So I studied filmmaking.
Yep.
And I got onto this horror movie, fucking Sorroral or some shit. Fuck it, it didn't go anywhere. And there was another dude on set, and we became friends. And he was talking about comedy clubs, and I was like, oh, I've always thought about doing comedy. And then for like a year, he pestered me to fuck. But I had like the worst public speaking fears.
Okay.
And finally, I mustered up the nerve. I went to his house and read my set, and like was fucking shaking, like just reading it to him.
Just to him, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I pitched a movie in film class and nearly passed out. Like public speaking was not.
So you were like crippled from it, man.
Crippled, yeah.
Yeah.
And I did the Hyde Park Hotel was the first gig.
Oh.
I had 7 or 8 jugs.
Jugs of beer. I think you said jokes.
Jugs of beer before I went on stage. And I had that much adrenaline that like I was still soberish.
Still dead sober.
Like dead sober, and like the fucking legs are like just shaking. And I went out there, got like first laugh, which was a horrific joke.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, I'm not repeating that.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as that happened, I caught the bug and was like, fuck yeah. Yeah.
And this is it. And what year was that in? Do you remember?
2012.
2012. Yeah,
2012,
sweet.
yeah.
So 11 years.
11 years. And then like that whole year was like the big thing. So I saw a mate of mine, he made the Raw State Final.
Yep.
And then my goal was like, I want to make the Raw State Final. And I did that like for the year. I did every fucking gig possible, like music, open mics, everything, just to trial this 5 minutes, like mixed results.
Yep.
Through that
As it always is.
And finally made it to the final. And then, made the state final and then ended up winning and going to Melbourne.
Yeah, wicked, man.
Yeah.
So you talk about like, you have like little goals when you start out, right? Which I think everyone needs to have. You need to have some, everyone's like, you got to have some short-term achievable goals, right?
Definitely.
So once you achieve that, then what became the next goal? And then what's the goal now? Because I know that's always moving and we're never satisfied.
I think that was kind of my issue was I didn't have any goals after that. So I kind of lingered around. Like I've made every mistake you can in comedy, bro. So
Perfect.
It was like I should have had the momentum, and then like I was like, I got to write more. I got to write. So I started writing a whole bunch of new shit and threw my Raw set in the bin. Terrible idea.
Right.
Nobody wanted to see my new shit.
Right, just build on that.
Yeah, we paid to see that Raw set, that one. And like I did it at the Comedy Store, fucking stunk it up, and but you know, it's worked in my favour, I guess. It's all come back around. But yeah, it's a lot of shit fighting.
But nowadays, have you like trying to set goals for yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, the at the moment it's like Fringe and Adelaide Fringe are probably the big goals. But I think if you aim for like the festival run, but yeah, I think the more goals you have, at least you got like a path of what you're doing. And I find comedy a bit easy when I've got the boxes I got to tick to make me satisfied. Yeah,
because otherwise I suppose you're just going into every gig with like no intention, and then the default is that like I'm just going to crush everything that I do, which is a terrible default to have, you know?
There's that, but it's also, for me, it's more like I'll think of like a dumb joke that week that I want to test immediately. Yeah. And then that's kind of the goal. And it's almost like in the back pocket for when the goals are set. So like even though I didn't have set goals, I was still moving in some sort of direction. Floating aimlessly towards a direction, you know what I mean?
Yeah, down the river. It's something I've always admired about you though, man, because every time we would do a gig, irrespective if it was like a tough room or like, you know, a hot crowd, you were always trying some new stuff. You were always trying to push, like even if there was some older material, like you were sandwiching in, like I've never heard you do the exact same set twice. Like you're always taking some risks, you know? Which is hard to do. It's hard, especially if you feel like, you know what, tonight I just need a win. Like I need to go out there. This is a good crowd. I need to get my win and go home.
Well, it's all there's that, but also one, I've got to put new shit in. and it's like if it's too stale, if it's too tight, I kind of like adding new shit in to get like the butterflies going, because like the butterflies is kind of like the foot up the arse to be like, you gotta, if you know, you're gonna tank your whole set if that one joke doesn't work, sort of thing.
And it kind of colours the older material with like new energy, right?
Definitely,
yeah. What's so you mentioned Rove, obviously, like, you know, loving Rove and then getting into him last night and cowering and not telling him that he's the love of your life. But is there any other comics that you like particularly admire and enjoy, and what is it about them that you admire a lot in their delivery, or just admire about them? And they could be, you know, working today, previous, past, present, whatever.
I don't know. I like a lot of the local comedians.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like just in the sense that
who particularly?
Like Simone Springer.
Oh, awesome, dude. Okay,
you know,
Greg, awesome. Yeah, she's pretty good, I guess.
No, well, because she's a good mate of mine, but she, you know, just the way that she conducts herself, business-wise, you know, she's like the nicest person in the room. You know, has everything tight. You know, super focused. I mean, she's not the best-looking person, but we can't hold that against her. You know.
No, listen.
I mean.
Not in this day and age, unfortunately.
You know, she's lucky I'm carrying the weight for our podcast, you know what I mean? So, no, she's one I, like, confide with.
Yep.
Is that the right word?
Confide? I think so, yeah.
Confide? Yeah.
We've got a thesaurus at the back. He's
confide. You know, the fucking Twitter's blowing up. What a fucking dumb cunt.
They're blowing up over that, over the zebra.
But, no, like, I confide with her and a few other dudes, you know, but it's also... trying to have a better perspective of it. Like, when I first started out, like, I used to look at people's material as dumb because it's not my material, you know what I mean? And, like, their ideas are dumb because it's not, like, I couldn't see the bigger picture that they had.
Yep.
Like, Cam McLaren is one that is kind of, like, inspiring in hindsight. Like, at the time, he did a show called Midland, or Welcome to Midland, or he did... I'm from Midland, or whatever the show is. And I thought, dude, what a fucking dumb idea. What a dumb fucking idea. And then a year later, it's sold like 10,000 tickets. Has won every fucking award. And it's like, you know.
You know. I'm the idiot. God damn it.
Joe White's another one. The way Joe White conducted himself, I'm like, what a fucking idiot. And a year later, he sold 100,000 tickets, you know, won awards all over the country. I'm like, fuck, maybe I should start appreciating some of the ideas these cunts
But
mad
respect for sort of acknowledging it and just being like, man, I've got some fucking self-reflecting to do. Because most people wouldn't. They'd just be like, the world's crazy. I don't know. Like, I'm right, they're wrong.
Yeah, well, that was like when I first started out. And then you get... comedy has a good way of humbling you.
Yeah, you can't avoid
day
it.
Day to
day. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think a lot of the local acts kind of inspiring in that sense.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I like that. Is there any like pre-show rituals that you like to go through? Anything that before you go on stage, is there anything that you do? Because some people, I've spoken to them, they're like, oh, I deep breath or whatever. Is there any mindset that you have?
Deep breathe.
I don't know. They were a yogi. They weren't good.
I like to center myself. Get the fuck out of here.
They were bombing immediately.
I like to take a huge shit
right in the green
and
room.
then have maybe like when I was smoking, have a smoke, a beer. A beer kind of loosens up the gears a bit.
Yep.
But, like, if I have a big shit at home, have a shower, it's like, I'm fucking...
Oh, the big shit's not a riff. Like, you straight up take a massive shit before you get on stage?
Ideally. Otherwise, it's going to be a very uncomfortable gig. Just like, oh.
Does it not, like, give you more energy? You're just like, I got to shit. You're just moving around the stage.
You get that poo confidence, you reckon?
Doing weird shit postures and stuff.
Yeah. If I'm standing still, it's because I'm clenching my butt cheeks and trying to hold it in. No, it's... No, nothing really. I should probably get some... incense in the green room. Incense candles. Is that I'm saying that right?
Incense.
Yeah.
No, dude, you gotta have more confidence candles. In these words. You're nailing all of them.
Oh no, they just sound weird coming out of my mouth. They're not words I usually use. Fucking
confide in incense. Yeah.
You know.
I want to know as well, man. We got
sage through the green room just
to get rid of the bad energies.
Get rid of the bad mojo.
Dude, I can't wait to see you do all these at our next gig.
Oh yeah, wearing cloth,
taking a massive shit and lighting some incense. You got some silly questions as well. I want to know, who's the funniest person that you know that's not a comedian in your life?
Probably my cousins. My cousins are pretty funny.
How so? Like, just like they're quick, they're witty, they're just...
Yeah, they're just that sort of energy. Like, they're the... life of the party sort of characters. Yeah. So like they just, even if you like burn them back, they kind of like just water off a duck's back and they'll just keep coming at you.
God bless them.
Yeah.
The Conway cousins. What is the meanest thing anyone's ever said about your comedy?
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's like a main thing, but there was I could tell you the date that I got this review. So after Raw, I got accepted into Breakout Comedy, which was like they handpicked like their favourite comedians for Sydney Comedy Festival. And it was me, Sam Campbell, who's got like a BBC show now.
Yeah.
Ray Badron, who's on TV in the UK now. Jen Fricker, who's Triple J and killing it on TV over here. And Daniel Sloss, who's on Conan, Netflix specials. And me.
Yeah.
And the title of the article said, "Mostly fresh with moments of stale." With my photo, all the other racks were fresh. And I was the stale one. And
You're
she
joking.
said... she went at me. I still remember her name. I won't fucking name it here, but she can go fuck herself. But the line that she said in the article was, "Thankfully, he soon exited the stage."
Oh,
I was like,
God.
and that was on Mother's Day. I remember getting that on Mother's Day. Yeah.
Jesus. And so this is Raw. So this is like you're still early days.
Second year. Second year into comedy, yeah.
God, reviewers can be
Yeah.
fucking accurate.
Yeah.
What is the quality that you're most jealous of in other people? And yeah, like
Likeability.
Likability.
Likability.
You're a likable dude. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Do you feel like you have to work hard for it? Like some people just have a natural
yeah.
likability.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you.
Right. Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people are put off by me
I mean, they are.
when I wear
but
suits
like,
to
at least you're
interviews
nice
and shit. They're
about it.
like, yeah, sure.
No, like that just air of confidence where like like backing yourself in 100% all the time, and then like that air of confidence that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
That sort of thing is always something I've admired, and then I've tried to replicate, and I'm just like yeah, I want to be your friend. It's like, oh Christ, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, the self-awareness, I fucking know,
Yeah.
dude. If you had to name one strength that you have as a lover, what would that be? If you have one strength as a lover.
Wait, you mean like? What do you mean?
I mean, like if you had to
Like,
just
dude,
get like
I'll rip up that puss, bro. Tear it up.
I mean, just like you just got one strength. They're like, dude, what's one thing that you know that you're like, you got it down as a lover?
As a lover,
Just like quality, whatever. You're selfless. You try hard. I don't know. You're grateful.
What the fuck is this question? What? I don't know. Good finger blaster.
Good finger. See what I mean,
Dude.
man? That's great, dude.
Dude, like I get the clit and the fingers in.
Oh, like,
Wait, your sister's here, right? How?
totally fine. It's education. You get comedy clubs is what you got to learn about.
Yeah, so I can like in and
Yeah.
then get the.
And you fully like.
And the thumb is like I'm playing.
Give me all the money.
Like I'm playing an old Nintendo 64 controller. You know what I mean?
That's the best, dude. That is the best.
Ladies,
Oh my
I've got
god.
the podcast outdated.
There's the review. If there was one famous celebrity in the world that you could punch right in the fucking face with no consequences, who would it be? Just like one celebrity that just pisses you off so much. The disingenuous. You just want
It'd have to be someone in a wheelchair just to see
Okay.
what would happen.
All right. Yeah. Here we go. It's like just bring Stephen
I'd
Hawking
like
back
to
into.
punch Joe Biden in the face now
Okay.
just to see what would happen. Like I reckon
I can tell you what. He's dead.
He would collapse to dust.
Yeah,
You know what I
totally.
mean? Or reset him.
Oh, he's like real sharp afterwards.
Yeah.
He's like, thank you, Mr. Conway.
Yeah, like whatever the Illuminati's put in his head, he's just like, whoa, fuck, reset.
Maybe you just punch him and it's like real hard, like a cyborg. You're like, I knew it, dude.
No, maybe not Joe Biden. Right in the face with no consequence.
No consequences. They're like,
Who
totally
would you
fine.
do?
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah,
I'd punch her.
Catwoman.
I'd punch her right out of her shoes. Yeah.
Why? What?
Ah,
Catwoman
she's
do?
just so disingenuous and just like.
You know
"Ah,
who?
feel like
I tell you what. You know,
boom, take that.
Speaking of disingenuous, Brendan Fraser.
Oh, you want to
I
punch
wanna
Brendan Fraser
punch
in the
Brendan
face?
Fraser.
That's so crazy,
Dude,
dude.
because like he cried too much for the whale. Like we get it. You had like I understand you cried at the Oscars,
Mm.
but like when you're winning the San Antonio Amateur Film Award for The Whale, maybe keep the tears inside, brother. Like it's not that big of a award. He was crying at every no fucking who gives a shit award.
This is one of those moments again you're going to reflect on and be like, nah, Brendan Fraser
probably
moved 200,000 tickets. He's actually all right. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
He's
No,
a
I
good
mean
dude.
like I like Brendan Fraser, but like that was like,
I get
all right,
it.
wrap it up, cunt.
Yeah,
Like, it
too
was-
much crying.
Yeah,
Too
but,
much
I mean,
crying.
he cried less in The Whale.
Yeah. And he had plenty of reasons to cry on the whale. All right, man, we're going to wrap it up with, is there any early cringe or embarrassing memories from childhood that you have to like shout out of your head? Like, is there any that like you come to your mind, maybe you're showering, you're driving, you're like, ah, no!
Yeah.
Like something real bad, you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm not sharing them.
Oh, you're not going to share them?
No.
All right. Any that you
No.
don't have to shout out, but just any that are just like,
I just
That was
cringy
bad.
shit that you did as a kid.
yep.
And it's just like, oh, that was... Okay, I tried rocking the Jufro for a while. And,
Is that the technical term?
well, it wasn't an afro.
Okay.
It was more like a ginger hair
Oh, so
where
it's
you
just
just
like,
like you like
springy.
spill it around and then you kind of fluff it up. It was like it was a very Jersey Shore sort of haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Jufro.
I'm
I
not
only
sure.
know that from 40-Year-Old Virgin. That's where they used it.
But you rocked like what Seth Rogen had.
Seth Rogen, and I used to wear like the wooden beads.
The wooden beads.
Yeah, remember wooden beads in the early
I
2000s?
thought it wasn't like the
Choking.
puka shells, or whatever. Oh no, you mean like you genuinely had like wooden circular beads
Yeah.
tied to the neck.
Yeah, it was like a surfer look.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to rock a surfer look and a skater look and have never done any of those principles. Hated saltwater.
Surfs up, guys. Cowabunga.
Yeah,
Shalom.
yeah, the only surfing I did was watching Michelangelo
Yeah.
and Ninja Turtles. That was about
We're
it.
surfing through Comedy Central, getting inspired. Dude, you're the best.
What makes you a good lover?
What makes me? Oh, what you want to put it back on me?
Yeah.
Um,
What's your finger banging style like?
I don't even do that. You know what I mean?
No?
Nah.
Do you like the duck lips?
I just like
fist ahoy.
I just smack it. Like I just napalm the whole area and just, you know, that usually gets a pretty big reaction.
I'm like a
Yeah,
just
like,
slapping the pussy.
Yeah, just get it. Just that usually skips things right along to the good part. You know, they're usually like, "Oh,
Really?
good, you
All
did
right,
it."
let's wrap it up.
They're like, get to it. You did great.
Yeah.
You're fine, man. Is there any? I want to wrap up with one more thing. Is there any advice you would give to young Sean Conway? He's sitting there. He's watching Foxtel. He's getting inspired by Jim Brewer. Is there anything that you've learned that you would just make the journey a bit easier up until this point?
Probably put yourself out more.
Yep.
I guess take more risk. Yeah. Yeah. Coast less and risk more.
Yep. Be vulnerable. Do all that stuff.
I'm not vulnerable. No.
Okay.
Who the fuck's this guy?
Sure. Just like shut down, but still get out
No,
there.
no. Yeah, kind of like be okay risking failure.
Yeah.
Would be a big one.
Yeah. Sick, man.
And buy Apple stocks.
And buy Apple stocks.
Buy Apple stocks. I saw something. If you put like the cost of an iPhone every time, if you put how much an iPhone cost brand new into iPhone stock every time a new iPhone came out, it was like $37 million.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing. You just like don't buy the iPhone, just get 37 mil by 2023
By the iPhone 15, you'd be fucking rolling in it.
and take risk.
Take risk.
But
But that's not really a risk.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
if I already know.
So you'd say take risk, but also here's an absolute certainty for $37 million.
Yeah.
You're an oxymoron of a guy, and I like it, dude. Good to chat to you. Sean
Cheers,
Conway, ladies and gentlemen. There he is.
Pow, pow.